This video was brought to you by Gamersgate.com. Download games anytime, anywhere. Skip it up and that up. Two disclaimers. First one, yeah, golf clap. I got Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist to work. If you have an NVIDIA card, make sure you download the newest beta drivers, at least for the 600 series, I believe 700 series. It's 326.80 is the beta driver. They specifically made it to work with Splinter Cell Blacklist because I guess they realized it was going to have a lot of problems, which I can vouch for because the previous drivers I had for my NVIDIA card in the game, didn't work. I got 5 minutes in and there were artifacts everywhere and it looked like the screen was about to implode. But now it works perfectly. So if you're having problems with Splinter Cell, make sure you download, and you have an NVIDIA card, make sure you download the newest drivers. And the second disclaimer is, I absolutely suck at stealth games, and this is the first Splinter Cell game I've ever seriously played. So you're going to see me die a lot. So cut me some slack. I know you won't anyway, but I'm just giving you a heads up. It's not going to be the best Splinter Cell gameplay you're going to see out there because I'm terrible at these games. So Jack Tretton, not Jack Tramiel, like I said last time, I face-palmed after I uploaded that video, but it was such a minor flub that I was like, whatever, but still I was like, I heard that and I just slapped my palm against my head. Jack Tretton talks about how the PS4 is $100 cheaper than the Xbox One, and he says being $100 cheaper than your competitor is never a bad thing. This is what else he had to say. I think ultimately the gamer looks at 10-year product life cycles, they look at the software offerings, they look at the value proposition. And the lowest price system isn't always the most successful, but being cheaper than your competitor is never a bad thing. No kidding. I feel like we've got the gamer on our side. I feel like we've got the development community on our side. And now we've got execute. The most important thing to get right is the consumer proposition, the value proposition. Then people say, I saw it, it looks great, I've got to have it. And that's the answer. Then you've got a winner on your hands. So yeah, I said this yesterday. Sony did everything right. At least announcing the PS4. They could still screw things up. I'm not sitting there brown-nosing Jack Tretton. I almost said Jack Tramiel again. Holy shit. I'm not sitting there brown-nosing Jack Tretton and Sony as a whole. I mean, they screwed up royally in the past before. I think they screwed up by making the $199 12GB PS3. I already talked about that too, and they could screw up again. But they did a lot of things right with announcing the PS4, and they hit a really damn good price point. And now to Microsoft, you've did a 180 on everything else. There is nothing, I'm a casual gamer, okay, too. There is nothing, even to me, okay, or anybody that I know, my age, even younger, a little bit older, who is still going to buy a next-gen console, there is nothing you could do unless there is Playboy bunnies that are going to jump out of the Kinect totally naked and want me to have their way with them that is going to make me want to use the Kinect. There is nothing you can do at all. The best thing, with all the other 180s you've done with all the policies with the Xbox One, now you change it. Now you do not need the Kinect connected to the Xbox One for the system to function. Why didn't you make another bundle without it? You admitted the system's functional without it, you just won't be able to use the Kinect features, which people like me don't give a shit about. Why didn't you make another bundle that was $399? It's almost like you're that ass hurt that you put this much R&D into it, the Kinect, and no one wants it. It's like, no, we're still going to fucking shove it down your throats anyway. There's developers saying that it still has a lot of latency. You can't change, it doesn't matter how active people are, you can't change the way people want a game. People want to still sit there with the controller in their hands, man. When they come home from a long day of work, if they're 15, if they're 30, if they're 45, if they're 60, if they're whatever, they just want to... Conventional gaming with the controller is never going to die. And I don't know what else you think the Kinect is going to do. You're not going to entice gamers to do different, to talk to the Kinect while you're playing Splinter Cell Blacklist. Ooh, whoopee. I literally cannot wrap my mind around anything else that would entice me with that thing. And many other people feel the same way. And I know you're trying to broaden the Kinect, and if everyone has it, it'll entice developers to make more Kinect features. But it's a dud, man. The original Kinect, even though it sold decent, everyone said it collected dust on their shelves. It's a dud. You try to differentiate yourself with next gen with the Kinect, but it ain't gonna work. You're just gonna have tens of millions of people now, 40 million, 50 million, however many Xbox Ones are sold. You're gonna have 40, 50 million Kinect 2.0 is just rotting on people's shelves. Mark my words. I promise this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I guarantee you I'm not. The Kinect 2.0 is gonna be a gigantic flop, like a flaccid elephant penis. Flaccid? What the? Flaccid elephant penis? Really? Did I just say that? Anyway, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Now I'm going to go ponder why I was thinking of elephant cock. Disturbing.